Okay, guys. This is the inside of the house. Like I said, we just moved in here. You can see this is kind of a little bit of an apartment we have. We take care of the whole house. We take care of a lady upstairs, but this is pretty much the main part of the house. Um, you know, it's pretty tight, but we haven't really unpacked everything yet. So I'm not gonna really go through and show you. But this bathroom, this my bedroom. Back there is what we're gonna be calling my wife's craft room, which really needs some work. Like I said, we just moved in there 2 weeks ago, but she already started putting her stuff in the craft room. She's gonna have this whole section here in the closet, pretty much, for her crafts, and then back here we're gonna keep building her stuff. Where, this is a lot of stuff that we have to organize. We didn't get a storage unit, but this is a lot of her craft stuff. And she does eBay too, so we're gonna build her a whole room that's eBay and craft stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that we have to. There's a lot of work to do, but for the most part, we're almost there. Oops, I almost dropped you guys. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I won't show you the upstairs of the house because I don't. I'm not too sure if she wants to show that, the lady upstairs. But this is going into my back room. This is where the fish room is. You see all this stuff we got to put away. I kind of moved the fish tanks real quick. So these tanks will be moving. These 2 10 gallons. Over here we got the killifish, the dwarf killifish, the least killifish. I don't have any lights on right now, mainly because I don't have the electric yet. These are baby. I got my beautiful trout goodage to have babies, and these are the babies. These are 2 batches. I'm trying to sell these guys eventually. I obviously can't do it here, but these are my babies. So these tanks will be moving over here. Now, this is what I built for these tanks. It's cement, but eventually we're gonna build a kind of like a border around here. Okay, so we could block this cinder blocks. It's gonna come out, and we'll put a border here, and it's gonna say, CC's Aquatic Adventures, whatever. These are the polar convict babies. Obviously, he's still with me. Puffer, leopard puffer. You can hardly see these guys in here, but this is the Molly tank with the swordtails. Still doing good. I got a little bit of a snail problem, so I put some zucchini in there. We'll eventually get rid of that. But like I said, I built this myself. I got some old cinder blocks that were in an old farm, and I got these for like 50 cents a piece. And obviously, I had a piece of wood, and I didn't want to put the stands I had over there. I wanted to put it all on one side and all even, so I could see what I'm looking at. Eventually, I had these lights up here, but we haven't had the electric put in. We're actually getting the electric put in tomorrow. I guess you can run some extension cords. I'm running this pump right now because I don't want to run a bunch of cords. So we're trying to limit the cords. So like I said, this is just set up now. Once I get the electric tomorrow, I'm gonna have 4 quads over here so I can plug stuff in. I'd be up in the wall, 4 quads. I might ask him for another one, but right now this stuff's plugged into stuff that I don't want it to be plugged into. I want a strict circuit for these fish tanks, so I know where to go on the box, on the breaker panel. So I had that set up for them. Obviously, this is the gourami tank. There's only a couple of. I know there's some barbs in there. There's 2 barbs here, but obviously the golden barb and rosy barb, and there's a couple of snakeskin barbs in there. Obviously the gouramis, and there's a bunch of loaches in there that are abnormally big. So yeah, that's pretty much, that tank is doing good. These are the guppies. Unfortunately, I'm losing some of this plant. I might have to throw it out, only because I moved there and we didn't have the electric right away, so we had to kind of kill the plants. But we'll grow them back. They'll be fine. If not, I'll get rid of them. So that's the guppy tank. It's in the corner, kind of. I kind of wanted to have this space right here, so I didn't really. I kind of made it tight, but hey, I think it looks pretty good there. It's in the middle, and I can see all the fish. I have access to it, so it might have been a little too tight, but I really didn't have enough space. I wanted to keep this in this little space here. Obviously, that's the 37 gallon with the guppies. You know, like I said, the 15 gallon, that's the 30 gallon, or 29 gallon. This is the 20 gallon, and that's the 29 gallon, and that's the 37 gallon tank, which we had the custom stand built. And then of course you have the 125, which all the fish are still alive in there. The Baylor sharks and the silver dollars and Dempsey and the green terror, the big pleco, the albino, and also the Pseudodonus is in there. The polka dotted Pseudodonus, which is really cool. Unfortunately, angelfish. Some of the angelfish didn't make it. We had a little bit of an issue with the temperature of the water. Angelfish are very, very finicky, and unfortunately, I think I lost 2 of them. But we're gonna get more. Although I might change some stuff around, I'm not sure. I might move this guy into the 75. Maybe put the angelfish down here. The only thing I don't like about that is I have those. I still have those mascara bobs in there, and they fly like crazy. I don't want to put the angelfish in there, but I still got the Severum, who's doing awesome. He's pretty much the tank boss, but you got all kinds of different fish in there. You guys remember this tank? I got 3 loaches in there, dojo. I think I got dojo, and I got the other loach too. I can't think of the name of it, but there's 1 rainbow fish left. But yeah, and I got the algae eater. But yeah, 3 of the loaches are in there. This tank here, 3 angelfish. You got the big, beautiful geophagus. The smaller geophagus are getting bigger, as you can see. Actually, that one there is a ram, but there's another one. There's another geophagus in there. He's over here in the corner. They're small still, but they're growing. Angelfish. Obviously, I still have my my rainbow. What the hell? That's not rainbow. That's I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but that fish. He's the one I bought, and he was kind of sick, but he's still here. He's a gift from God, I guess. But yeah, you got two catfish. There's one back there. There's another Pseudodonus. That's the one with the, I can't think of the name of that one either. The Pseudodonus. Man, I'm so bad with these names. And obviously we got the scissor rasbora we've had forever. So, you know, I might move the Severum up here and then move the angelfish down here. I haven't figured that out yet. I might move those guys, you know, move them around. We'll see. One thing I'm worried about is the issue I have is I'm afraid the Severum's gonna get aggressive. He's been aggressive before. Has been aggressive, but also I don't like to change anything that I don't have to change. You know what I mean? I might just put another 3 angelfish in there and be done with it. But we'll see. Like I said, unfortunately, I lost 3 of them because of the changeover. And obviously, I got the 40 gallon here, still going strong. Don't have a centerpiece fish in here, but I may get one eventually. I'm thinking about getting maybe another gourami, but we're still trying to figure this stuff out. The crebensis are on the bottom. You won't be able to see them. They hide a lot. I'm not sure why, but they're down there. And obviously we got these are the breeding troglodytes. So this one's a female, I believe. There's one thick that's a female that's about to give birth. I think it's right here. but she's the one that gives me babies. But you can tell she's pregnant again, so I have another batch. I love breeding troglodytes. They're such a rare fish. I got people ask me for them for me to sell them to them, or get. I want something else in return because they're such beautiful fish. Like I said, 20 gallon and the 10 gallons are coming over here eventually. This is going to be going into the house somewhere, maybe. Not sure yet. Maybe I'll keep it out here. I'll put it on here. I don't know yet. This is an old sewing machine stand, so we're going to put the tanks on here. The 10 gallons once I run the electric. This is a tank that was, when I brought it over here, it was leaking. I'm thinking it's because I had it on that, it's a workbench with the other two, and it was in the middle, so it wasn't holding the tank and the weight properly. So, but like I said, this is all set up. This is my fish room, my fish area. We'll get that all squared away. And this is strictly my fish area. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with this freezer. I might keep the fish food in there. I don't know yet. I might sell this freezer. I don't know. But you can see I hang all my stuff here. This is just, this is my water softener back here. Like I said, it's kind of like, this fish area is kind of like my little area. So we have other room back here for storage. There's storage back here still. But yeah, I mean, this is a perfect spot for this. I don't have to worry about going up and down the stairs. I actually love it back here. Obviously I brought my cart. So yeah, we love it back here. And I think I did a good job. We'll get rid of this pump eventually. Once I get the electric, I'm going to plug all these filters in, get some light in here. Lights are up there. I already put them up there, so I'm going to be able to plug them in. And we'll have more light, but we'll have more, easy access to these tanks. Everything will be over here. We can do everything we want to do. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this tank yet. I might keep putting it in the house. She said I could have this closet a little bit. As you can see, it's already filled with stuff. We actually kept these, but this is all kitchen stuff, and this is some crafting stuff that we need, that we use for her, which will probably go in here. But yeah, this is all stuff. Like I said, we haven't even scratched the surface yet of what we could do. So anyway, getting back to the fish, what I was saying, that is a roseline shark that we rescued. Okay, I forgot what it was, and obviously we got the striped Raphael, the Pseudodonus. It's the I can't think of the name of it. It's the one with the I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, you see one of the loaches down there. But yeah, so 55 gallon, 75 gallon, 40 gallon, 20 gallon, 15 gallon, 10 gallons will be here. I got I actually stole this from the person that was living here. I kept that. I like it. You can roll it. I can move it. This is rollable too. So I like it, and it's got me a little station where I can do my work. I don't have to worry about going up and down the stairs. Now, I did want to show you guys. I actually made, if you remember, I had like tote covers on this, but if you remember, the tote covers weren't that great. I had fish jumping out here, so we bought these egg crate. You can buy this stuff at a hardware store. I think it's like 15 bucks for a whole sleeve. I got 2 sleeves. I think it's 30 bucks. I was able to do these 2 tanks and that tank there. Anything that's plastic like this here, I even might change this here and put it on here, just to make it look nice. I like the way it looks, and it's actually the problem with this is though is you gotta be careful that the fish don't jump, because they can hurt themselves. But I don't put anything on top of it, because if they do jump, it'll come up. It'll come up, so the fish, when it hits it, will go up. It won't knock them back down, or give them a bad hurt, bad injury. So we're very excited about this. I'm going to do the 55 like that, the 40 gallon. Obviously, this is a top. You can't really change the top on that. I might do the 10 gallons too. I kind of don't like these old black ones. They stain. They don't look great. So I'm probably gonna change those tops and do all of them when I get the money. I just want to get these two done because when I was moving, I had a light in here. The light was totally destroyed, so I had to move the light, and I decided to do this. So I had 2 roars line sharks jump out of there, so I want to try to be careful with what's going on. So like I said, eventually these two are going at it. There's probably a female in here and they're fighting, but this is what happens with angelfish. They drive me crazy. So we'll see what happens with these guys. You know, if they get too aggressive, I'll probably move them or separate them, whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, pretty much now that I look at it, it's funny because I was thinking to myself, I don't have enough fish in these tanks, but technically the tanks are perfectly fine where they are. I'm going to do a tank with the crebensis. I'm going to move I have the one last polar convict cichlid in there, but every now and then I got to go in there and change and fix the gravel because he totally destroys the tank. So I got someone that wants her as a female. I'm gonna have him pick her up, and take him off my hands because I'm kind of done with it. And this is one of the grates that we're talking about. This is a black one, but yeah, you can buy it at the hardware store. You could actually cut it to size with snips, and you could cut it to the tank, and it just looks neater. You know what I mean? I'm kind of done with the black covers on these tanks. Like maybe not this so much, but unfortunately this one doesn't fit the 30 gallon. I don't know where I got this from. It doesn't fit the 29 gallon. It might be one for, I don't know what this is, maybe for a 20 gallon. I'm not sure. But this doesn't even fit this tank, so I'm gonna do it in this tank, probably in this one and this one. I'll probably leave this on here because this has a light on it, so I mean I don't want to mess with that, and it's got a filter in here too, so we'll leave that. I did have one on here, on this tank. It's back here somewhere, but the filter doesn't work on it, so I have to run these sponge filters. I actually did have that filter running, but once I get the electric, I'm going to take this pump out of here, because I kind of like it quiet. So I'll move this pump out of here, and then I'll be able to plug in some filters, or you know, whatever I decide to do. I might just keep that filter in there for now. I don't know yet. And I might get another pump. So if I get another pump, I might just run a two wire pump, a wireless pump in here, and just leave it the way it is. But obviously I'll leave this one, 40 gallon, 55 gallon, are going to have new tops, and probably the 10 gallon. So I'll probably need like another 4 sleeves to get them all done. Anyway, this is the beginning stages of the fish room. Like I said, I got some work to do. I got some work to do outside, but I wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to let you guys know I'm back in the saddle. We're back in we're in our new place, so we're going to be doing some more content. I didn't forget about everybody. Like I said, I was going through some health issues. I'm alive now. I feel good. I'm still having some issues with my legs, but everything else is good. I'm still involved with this channel. Like I said, we'll put the 10 gallons here. Once I get the electric in, I'll do another video and show you where the plugs went to, and we'll make the lady who we own the house with, she'll be happier, because she gets worried about the plugs, and I get it, but you know, any fish person knows that you're not using a lot of wattage on these filters and heaters. So I know people get scared, but I don't get scared. I know what I'm plugging in. So, anyway, I'll just give you another quick roundabout view. Like I said, we're going to be doing something here to cover these cinder blocks, but that's the way we set it up. And I think there's 15 tanks now, and hopefully we'll get some more fish. I'm thinking about doing a fish group down here, and yeah. So anyway, good to be back. I know this video is a little longer, but I wanted to show you guys what we did, and we're glad that you guys were able to come on here and watch. And like I said, we'll have more content. We'll do more videos. Hopefully we get more fish. I know I'm giving you a round view, but if you this is kind of like the walkway inside here. It's almost like a fish store. So, and obviously we'll get the lights on too. So till next time, remember, if you can't own them, rehome them. I forgot what it was last time. So we're very happy with that slogan, and we'll keep running that slogan. So till next time, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day.